Hey guys, so this is your second example for 7.1. And in this example, they give you the notation for a binomial distribution. So it's really important, like I talked about in example 1, that you kind of understand how to set this up and how to read it when it's provided like this. So they're telling us that we have this binomial distribution. They give us n, and they also give us our probability of success. Which is really important because from our probability of success, we can deduce what our probability of failure is going to be. So off to the side, if I then kind of use these therefore symbols, the probability that I fail would be the complement of this, which would be 0.3, which is going to be really important here in a second. Okay, so for the question, it wants us to calculate the probability that x is greater than 6. Now, this isn't saying for all values greater than 6. It's saying for the values greater than 6 up until 8. So to set this up, probability that x is greater than 6, what that actually means is I need to calculate the probability that x is 7, or that x could be 8. So thinking about the numbers that are greater than 6 that are within the number of trials that we are doing in our event. So we would calculate each one of these individually, and if you want to do these and kind of stack them a little bit, you can, and then you can go back and add up your totals. So it depends on how much space you have to work with. And for this, I'm going to calculate them kind of separately and then add them at the end. So the probability that x equals 7, we're going to set this up just like we did the last one, with the total number of trials that are on top, which would be our n, so 8 goes on top, and then 7, the number of times we want to succeed, goes on the bottom. And this gets multiplied by the probability of success, which is 0.7, and I want to succeed 7 times. So then we times that by our probability of failure, and if I succeed 7 times and I only have 8 trials, that means I need to fail once. Because keep in mind, these two numbers here have to add up to our total number of trials. Okay, so once you get that done, you can plug those values into your calculator, remembering that in order to type this in, you have to hit the NCR button. So it's 8C7. And then you can just add all of these other pieces after you're done. And when you multiply that, since we have to add a couple things together here, guys, please do not round to 3 significant figures yet. So I record every single number that I get from my calculator at this step. Okay, so never round too soon. So then if I do the probability that I succeed 8 times, it's 8C8 times the probability of success, which is 0.7. I want to succeed 8 times, which means I have to fail 0. Okay, so I'm perfect. So if you type that in, remembering that this piece here is 8C8, and then type in all of your other pieces following it, and record this value without rounding too soon. So just write down all the numbers. And I know that that seems like a lot of work, but it's really for your best interest. So what we're going to do is add these two numbers together. And when we add these two values together here, now we can round to 3 significant figures, and you should get 0.255. Boom, that's it.